In April, the Driving Vehicles Standards Agency, or the DVSA, announced that there are a number of changes coming into effect on the driving tests for England, Scotland and Wales. These changes will take effect on 4th of December 2017, so anyone who takes their test on or after this date will need to be aware and prepared for the new aspects of the test. There are 4 changes that have been announced to the current driving test that will take place on this date. The first part of the change relates to the independent driving section of the test. Currently, there is a 10-minute slot where the candidate is required to drive without a turn-by-turn guidance from the examiner. The current length of this section will be doubled to 20 minutes, and therefore will account for around half the full length of the test. You will now be asked 2 safety questions while you are driving. They might be a tell me style question, where you are asked to explain how you would carry out a task before you start driving, or it might be a show me question, where you carry out the task whilst driving, such as using windscreen washers and wipers. The new section regarding the use of sat-nav systems during the test will apply to around 4 out of 5 tests. For the odd one out, the use of road signs will be required. The examiner will provide a sat-nav system for the candidate to use and will also program in the route that the candidate has to follow, so there's no need to worry about doing this. However, you will need to be able to follow instructions given by the system. You are allowed to ask the examiner for confirmation if you are unsure where the sat-nav is sending you, and it won't count against you if you take an incorrect turn, unless you make a fault whilst you are doing this. Currently, candidates are required to reverse around a corner and to turn in the road, and while after December these techniques should still be taught, they will no longer be part of the test. Instead, there will be one of 3 possible reversing manoeuvres that you will be asked to do. Pull up on the right hand side of the road and then reverse for 2 car lengths before rejoining traffic, a parallel park at the side of the road, or a park in a bay. According to the DVSA, road collisions are the biggest killer of young people, accounting for some 25% of deaths of those aged 15 to 19. The aim of the changes in the test is to reduce the number of people killed in these collisions. Additionally, with over half of cars now having sat-nav systems in place, the DVSA wants to be certain drivers can safely use these systems.